Emma stood radiant, a vision in white. Her heart overflowed with joy, ready to pledge forever to the man of her dreams. Years of love culminated in this moment. The air vibrated with excitement, filled with the murmur of guests and the sweet scent of lilies. She walked towards him, her future unfolding like a beautiful dream. Then the world shifted. A hush fell over the crowd as a voice rang out, shattering the serenity. Accusations hung heavy in the air, pronouncements of betrayal piercing Emma's heart like shards of ice. Her perfect day crumbled, the weight of his deception crushing her spirit. The man who promised her forever had betrayed her in the most profound way. The world spun, the joyous celebration replaced by a deafening silence. Emma, lost in a sea of shock and disbelief, felt her legs tremble. Her dream, her future, her very belief in love lay shattered at her feet. She wanted to disappear, to erase this moment, this pain. But as the initial shock subsided, a new feeling arose within her. Anger, a burning rage coursed through her veins, replacing the numbness that had threatened to consume her. He had taken her love, her trust, and trampled it in the dirt. Now she would rise from the ashes of his betrayal. Days turned into weeks, the sharp edges of betrayal slowly dulling into a persistent ache. Emma found herself adrift in a sea of doubt and self-recrimination. How could she have been so wrong about someone? Had she been blind to the signs, or had she simply chosen to ignore them? The questions echoed endlessly in her mind, offering no solace, no escape from the pain. Sleep offered no respite, haunted by nightmares of her shattered wedding day. She'd wake up in a cold sweat, the echo of his betrayal ringing in her ears. The life she had envisioned, the future she had so carefully planned, lay in ruins. The world seemed to move on, oblivious to her pain, while she remained frozen, trapped in a cycle of grief and anger. Friends and family reached out, offering words of comfort and support. Their well-intentioned gestures, though appreciated, couldn't mend her broken heart. She withdrew, seeking solace in solitude, her only companions the ghosts of her shattered dreams. The world outside felt alien, a constant reminder of what she had lost, of what she could never reclaim. Yet even in the depths of her despair, a flicker of defiance began to burn. She refused to let his betrayal define her, to let his actions dictate the course of her life. She would not be a victim. She would rise from the ashes, stronger and more resilient than ever before. The first step was the hardest. Dragging herself out of bed each morning felt like an insurmountable task. The world held no appeal, her days a blur of emptiness and pain. But Emma knew she couldn't stay lost in this abyss forever. She had to find a way to move forward, to rebuild her life, brick by broken brick. Slowly, tentatively, she began to piece her life back together. She started with small acts of self-care. A walk in the park, a cup of tea enjoyed in the morning sun. Each small step a victory against the darkness that threatened to engulf her. She returned to activities she once loved, finding solace in the familiar rhythms of her old life. Her garden, once a source of shared joy, became her sanctuary. As she nurtured her plants back to life, she felt a flicker of hope ignite within her. The world, she realized, was still filled with beauty, even in the face of heartbreak. The warmth of the sun on her skin, the vibrant colors of blooming flowers, the simple act of creation, all served as reminders of life's enduring beauty. One day, while sorting through old belongings, Emma stumbled upon a forgotten dream board. Pictures of far-off lands, career aspirations and personal goals stared back at her. A poignant reminder of the life she had once envisioned. A wave of sadness washed over her, but this time it was tinged with a newfound determination. She would not let his betrayal rob her of her dreams. She would honor the woman she was meant to be. The journey was far from easy. There were days when the weight of her pain felt unbearable, when the desire to retreat from the world became overwhelming. But Emma held onto the glimmer of hope that had taken root within her. She drew strength from the support of her loved ones, who offered unwavering love and encouragement. She reconnected with old friends, their laughter a balm to her wounded soul. They reminded her of her own strength, her capacity for joy, and the power of human connection. Slowly, tentatively, She began to open herself up to the possibility of new relationships, new experiences, new dreams. One evening, while attending a local art exhibit with a friend, Emma felt a spark of inspiration ignite within her. The raw emotion captured on canvas, the artist's ability to transform pain into beauty, resonated deeply with her own experience. It was a reminder that art could be a powerful form of healing, a way to process and transmute even the darkest of emotions. On a whim, she signed up for a painting class, never having considered herself particularly artistic. To her surprise, she found herself drawn to the canvas, her emotions flowing freely through brushstrokes and colour. Painting became her therapy, a way to express the feelings she couldn't articulate in words. Each stroke of the brush, a release, a step towards healing. As Emma delved deeper into her art, she began to confront the lingering anger and resentment she harboured towards her ex-fiancé. She realised that holding on to these negative emotions was only hurting her, preventing her from fully moving on. Forgiveness, she understood, was not about condoning his actions, but about freeing herself from the chains of the past. It was a long and arduous process filled with setbacks and moments of doubt. But Emma persevered, guided by the belief that forgiveness was the only path to true healing. She learned to separate the man from his actions, to acknowledge the pain he had caused without letting it define her present or future. Through her art, she began to explore themes of betrayal, forgiveness, and resilience. Her paintings, raw and emotionally charged, resonated with others who had experienced similar pain. She realized that her story, however painful, had the power to connect with others, to offer hope and inspiration. One day, while working on a particularly poignant piece, Emma experienced a profound sense of release. The anger and resentment that had been weighing her down for so long simply dissipated, replaced by a sense of peace and acceptance. She had finally forgiven him, not for his sake, but for her own. Free from the shackles of resentment, Emma felt a new sense of purpose wash over her. She poured her energy into her art, her talent blossoming with each passing day. Her work, once a reflection of her pain, now celebrated the strength and resilience she had discovered within herself. She began to share her story through her art, exhibiting her work in local galleries and community centres. Her raw honesty and emotional vulnerability resonated with audiences, inspiring others to confront their own pain and find the courage to move forward. Emma's journey became a testament to the power of the human spirit to overcome adversity. She proved that even in the face of unimaginable betrayal, it is possible to find the strength to heal, to forgive, and to create a life filled with purpose and meaning. Her story, shared through her art and her words, became a beacon of hope for others navigating the treacherous waters of heartbreak and loss. She taught them that while they couldn't control the actions of others, they could choose how they responded to the challenges life threw their way. As Emma's art gained recognition, she began receiving invitations to speak at conferences and workshops. Initially hesitant, she found herself drawn to the opportunity to connect with others on a deeper level, to share her story and offer hope to those who were hurting. Speaking publicly, once a daunting prospect, became a source of empowerment for Emma. She discovered a passion for helping others, for guiding them through their own journeys of healing and self-discovery. Her message resonated with people from all walks of life. She spoke of the importance of self-love, the transformative power of forgiveness, and the courage it takes to rebuild after loss. Her words, imbued with her own experiences and hard-won wisdom, offered solace and inspiration to those struggling to find their way. Emma's journey, once defined by betrayal and heartbreak, had taken an unexpected turn. She had transformed her pain into purpose, her vulnerability into strength, and her story into a source of hope for others. Years passed, and Emma's life continued to blossom. Her art career flourished, her work featured in galleries and private collections worldwide. She became a sought-after speaker, sharing her story and insights with audiences around the globe. But perhaps her greatest accomplishment was the establishment of the Phoenix Foundation, a non-profit organization dedicated to supporting survivors of trauma and abuse. Through art therapy workshops, support groups and community outreach programs, the foundation provided a safe and nurturing space for individuals to heal, connect and rebuild their lives. Emma poured her heart and soul into the foundation, her passion fueled by her own experiences and her unwavering belief in the power of human resilience. She witnessed firsthand the transformative impact of the Foundation's work as individuals broken by trauma found healing, hope, and the courage to embrace life again. The Phoenix Foundation became a testament to Emma's journey, a symbol of hope rising from the ashes of adversity. It was a reminder that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit has the capacity to heal, to grow, and to inspire others. Emma's story, once whispered in hushed tones, became a source of inspiration and empowerment. She was interviewed for magazines and podcasts, her message of resilience and hope reaching millions around the world. She received countless letters and emails from people whose lives had been touched by her story, expressing gratitude for her vulnerability and her courage in sharing her journey. Among those who reached out was a young woman named Sarah, who had been struggling to cope with the aftermath of a traumatic relationship. Sarah had stumbled upon Emma's story online and had been deeply moved by her message of hope and healing. Inspired by Emma's journey, Sarah reached out to the Phoenix Foundation and began attending art therapy workshops. Through art, Sarah found a way to process her pain and begin to heal. She connected with other survivors, finding solace and strength in their shared experiences. With the support of the Foundation and inspired by Emma's example, Sarah began to rebuild her life, rediscovering her own strength and resilience. Emma's impact extended far beyond her art, her foundation, or even her words. She became a symbol of the indomitable human spirit, a testament to the power of resilience, forgiveness, and the transformative power of hope. Her story, shared and celebrated, served as a reminder that even in the face of unimaginable adversity, it is possible to rise above, to heal, and to create a life filled with purpose and meaning. Her legacy lived on in the countless lives she touched, in the hearts she inspired, and in the ripple effect of kindness, compassion, and courage she set in motion. She taught the world that vulnerability is not weakness, that forgiveness is a gift we give ourselves, and that true strength lies in our ability to rise above our pain and embrace the fullness of life. Emma's story became a timeless tale, passed down through generations, a beacon of hope in a world often shrouded in darkness. She showed the world that even in the depths of despair, the human spirit has the capacity to find light, to heal, and to inspire others to do the same. Years later, Emma stood on a stage, a lifetime of experiences etched into her features. She looked out at the audience, a sea of faces reflecting admiration, gratitude, and hope. She had come full circle, from the depths of despair to a place of profound peace and fulfillment. Her journey had been long and arduous, marked by both immense pain and extraordinary growth. She had learned the true meaning of resilience, the transformative power of forgiveness, and the importance of embracing vulnerability as a source of strength. As she shared her story, her voice filled with emotion, she realized that her greatest triumph was not her success as an artist, a speaker, or even the founder of a thriving foundation. It was the journey itself, the process of transforming her pain into purpose, her vulnerability into strength, and her story into a source of hope for others. She had embraced the broken pieces of her past and forged them into a life of meaning and purpose. She had learned to forgive, to love deeply, and to live each day with gratitude and intention. In the end, Emma's triumph was not about achieving some external measure of success, but about the internal transformation she had undergone. It was about the woman she had become, strong, compassionate, and filled with an unwavering belief in the power of the human spirit to overcome adversity. Her story, a testament to the resilience of the human heart, continued to inspire countless others to find their own paths to healing, forgiveness, and self-discovery. Emma's journey, born out of betrayal and heartbreak, had blossomed into a life filled with purpose, passion, and an enduring legacy of hope. And so, the woman who had once stood shattered at the altar, her dreams lying in ruins at her feet, had risen above the ashes of betrayal to create a life more extraordinary and meaningful than she could have ever imagined. Emma's journey was a triumph of the human spirit, a testament to the power of resilience and a beacon of hope for anyone who has ever dared to believe in the possibility of a brighter tomorrow.